I never made that mistake again, let me tell you. I can never tell the difference between gunshots and fireworks. Is that too much to ask? You didn't ask anything. It's been surprisingly sunny today. These guys all have amnesia as well, don't they? Oh my god. Hello, hello, and welcome back to Mash Plays the Dream Machine. When we last left off, we poisoned the tentacle in our wife's, Alicia's, mind, and then we escaped. And we need to slay the rest of the tentacles in order to free her from her comatose state. Because the tentacle thinks keeping her prisoner is going to stop Mr. Neff from vanquishing it for some obscure reason unknown to me, probably unknown to him, but I guess we gotta figure out what's going on, you know. Right, so what we need to do right now is we need to infiltrate all our neighbors' dreams and slay the tentacles from their dreams. So that is going to be pretty tricky. The stairwell seems to be sealed off. Judging by the warning tape, I'd say it's probably hazardous. Like, how can stairs be hazardous? Like, what could go wrong in a stairwell that makes it hazardous? Like, did someone spill, like, acid? And it's just a giant hole in there or something? Like, stairwells are supposed to be, like, the safest part of a building, no? Or am I misled? I might be misled. But I think we should ring the doorbell and talk to our neighbour. So, catch her up with everything, you know? Just a moment, dear. I'll be right with you. Why, hello, Mr. Neff. I'm sorry to disturb you again, Eddie. Oh, don't worry, young man. One of my guests just abandoned me, so we had to put the bridge game on hold. What can I do for you? There's something important we need to talk about. Oh? I can see that you're upset. Why don't you come in, dear? Let's discuss it over a cup of Lady Grey. That always soothes the nerves. Oh man, here we go. I need to make Eddie fall asleep. But how do I do that? Surely I can't just knock her out. I think you can. There is like knockout things in the vents, no? Looks like an old ventilation grate. From what I remember of the monitoring room, there's like a knockout station, but we need like some gas to put into the machine for it to work. So that's what I'm gonna keep my eye out for. But in the meantime, let's have a nosy. Let's have a snoop around our neighbour's house. You know, look at the pictures. It's a photograph of a family estate with a lush garden. Nice. Umbrella stand contains 2 weather-worn umbrellas. Fair enough. And that's the extent of that nosying. I'll go to the bathroom first. Gotta check your neighbour's bathrooms, you know. And make sure there's nothing sus about them. There's nothing remarkable about the toilet brush. Okay, fair. Skin cream. It's some kind of skin cream. Wow. Examine the photo. A child playing under an old tree. Fair enough. Shampoo. It's a bottle of shampoo. Skin lotion. The label says night and day cream. A bathrobe. This bathrobe has been washed recently. Thank goodness. Some people just don't wash bathrobes. Like, they don't see it as a problem. Like, it's like, no. It gets manky and gross. Just get it washed. Like, seriously. Just gonna run the bath for her. It's just a plastic bucket. There's a note in there then. Washing machine. An empty washing machine. Dude, Victor's like the nosiest neighbor ever. I feel more tired than I look. I mean, you've just gone into like a deep sleep for like 3 days. Or 3 hours, I don't know. It's hard to estimate the time here. So, there's not much going on. It's an empty washing machine, and we've explored this room, right? I think so. Oh, there was a missing brick. Gotta examine the missing brick, right? No? Oh, come on, game. You can't have a detail like that. Just hide it every time. Should I just ask her to wear the device and just be like, yeah, it's fine. Just wear this for me. It's very important. I'm just putting the kettle on, dear. It'll take a while to boil, but we can talk in the meantime. Gah. You know what? I would never just leave a stranger in my house to wander freely. I would guide them to the main room of the house and, you know, offer them a drink and turn the TV on to occupy them for, you know, the minutes that I'm away. But obviously, I'm not this person, Eddie. Eddie won't appreciate me rummaging through her kitchen. Oh, of course not. But I'm sure you want to do it anyway, right, Victor? Bits of flaking door-covered towel. Oh, nice. She likes baking. Gotta love a good baker. It's pretty grimy. Oh, she doesn't clean though. But at least it seems to be working. Oh man. Examine the spice shelf. This shelf contains various spices. Nothing too exotic. Fair enough. Eddie won't appreciate me rummaging through her kitchen. That's fair. I mean, at least you consider it, Victor. But, you know, we can examine the teapot. The pot has a tea-filled strainer under the lid. Cool. That's, okay, we're never gonna get that tea then, are we? That's probably the most modern thing in this kitchen. A toaster. Yeah, they don't have a kettle, which, you know, admittedly is a must-have in any person's house that drinks tea. But I guess boiling water in a pan's just an old-fashioned way of doing it. Oh look, Mr. Neff, allow me to introduce you. This is Peggy Drizzle to my left. Charmed, I'm sure. And Bookie Bradshaw to my right. Hello, Mr. Neff. They're two of my most trusted friends. Anything you can say to me, you can say to them. Why don't you take a seat and tell us what's been bothering you? I'll do that right after I look around the room, and I brought an umbrella. I get so lethargic during the winter. Okay? It's way past noon. Being in Alicia's stream must have taken a while. I think I told you it'd be like 3 hours. It's been surprisingly sunny today. My god, some books on gardening. I haven't seen her in ages. Who's she talking to? The old fool. I guess they're talking about the person that's left recently. Ah, the memories of sweet tea and all-night dancing. Okay, I'm gonna sit here, so I'm not just reading out your casual chit-chats, okay? So, Mr. Neff, tell us, what's on your mind? Well, there's a lot to unpack here, Ellie. And I'm not sure where to start, but I guess I'll start with the landlord surveilling every apartment in the building. Surveilling? There's hidden cameras in every apartment. That's astonishing. I can show you the room with the monitors if you want proof. No need, dear boy, I believe you. It just reminds me of an event I experienced back in the 50s. I was unloading a survey cart when all of a sudden I heard gunshots going off around me. Preferring safe to sorry, I ducked behind a nearby dumpster. As I hunkered down, thinking my last moment had come, I noticed the gunfire had stopped as quickly as it had started. Turns out I just overinflated the tires a bit. The heat had made them pop. I never made that mistake again, let me tell you. I can never tell the difference between gunshots and fireworks. Is that too much to ask? You didn't ask anything. It's been surprisingly sunny today. These guys all have amnesia as well, don't they? Oh my god. There's been a heat wave recently. Excuse me? Sorry, dear. I guess we trailed off a bit there. Now, what was it you wanted to tell us? Well, I mean, there's still a lot to unpack here, Ellie. I'm gonna leave this part till later. Maybe I'll be able to like put some sleeping pills in her boiling water. That might be why it let me take it. So maybe in a bit I'll be able to drug them all to sleep. I mean, I might not even mention this as well. Maybe I'll mention this one. This one seems like a good one to talk about. I don't think she'll believe me, but it's the truth. Mr. Martin was using the tenants to tap into the collective unconscious. Tapping the collective? The collective unconscious. Is that slang for overcharging on rent? Because I've been suspecting that for years. There's no good reason it should be so high in this part of town. And he hasn't lifted a finger to fix anything as long as I can remember. The stairwell is a safety hazard, and the elevator only works if you grease it up every once in a while. What if we had a fire? When all's said and done... Right, I must be going. Don't feel like talking? That's alright. Sometimes a good bit of tea amongst friends is the best remedy. You know where to find us again if you start feeling lonely again. I never drink tea after 6 o'clock. I guess we gotta get on this. Sometimes it's just enough to... It's enough to listen. Something like that. There has to be some way to knock her out without alerting the other two. Yep, that's by knocking out all 3 of them, my guy. That was... Can we... Oh, this is the end of the room. We can't really explore this room, can we? We can look at the vent. It looks like an old ventilation grate. Dude, these guys mutter on for days. I missed that entire conversation. I'll have a look at this photo. It's a photograph of young Eddie standing by a set of stairs. probably the set from here, right? It's a photograph of a young man leaning against a rail. It's a portrait photograph of a child. The photograph seems more recent than the others up here. Okay. Let's have a look at the phone. It's a nice fancy phone. It's an old Bake Elite rotary phone. Fair. It's a photograph of Edie standing in a field of sunflowers. She looks oddly tranquil. I mean, wouldn't you be if you stood in a field of sunflowers? It's pretty serene, that's for sure. It's a photograph of an elderly man sitting on a porch. I reckon that's Eddie's dad. It's a photograph of an elderly man. Okay, thank you. Can I not read this one? No? Okay. I think I've looked at this one. It's a photograph, yeah. The lush garden bush. The old chest has the year 1837 painted on it. It's full of bedding. Classic. Let's enter the bedroom. Cool. Snazzy bedroom. Very clean. There's no hidden image over here. Let's look here. There might be one here. It's a portrait photograph of an old man. The window? The window in Eddie's bedroom is overlooking a quaint yard. It belongs to the neighbouring estate. Nice. Any sus floorboards around here, Eddie? No? Family of four smiling towards the camera. Okay. It's a photograph of a lush garden with a big tree in the middle. Oh, maybe it's the same one that was a bush once upon a time. You know, it's just a grown-up bush. Let's look at these books. A pile of old detective novels. Oh, that might be like a spoiler into what dream we're gonna get. They look like photo albums. These books are all fiction. She seems to enjoy murder mysteries. Oh, maybe we're gonna be solving a murder mystery. Da-na-na. We have literally just done that, but maybe we'll be solving another one. Who knows? Right, I don't think there's anything else in this room right now. We need to find some drugs to give her. And I don't think she even had a medicine cabinet, which is quite weird for an old person not to have. What's in the closet? It's locked. This box contains fire equipment. Do we have anything? We have a master key. Let's go with the closet with a master key. It's just an empty closet. Who has a closet and doesn't put anything in it? It's very sus. Okay, let's have a look around our apartment. Maybe we have unlocked some options in the bathroom. No, there's no medicine cabinet here. What the hell sort of bathroom is this? This is scary. Like every shower I've seen in my life has always had some sort of stall around it, you know? Just having it in the open, it just feels very vulnerable, you know? Okay, nothing in here. I don't think there's going to be anything here. Maybe we need to talk upstairs. Oh, maybe the air guitar. Well, not an air guitar, but, you know, actual guitar. Okay. I'll be back, Alicia.